Hey everyone, welcome back to another teaching at sinnerforgiven.com. Hope you're having a fantastic week so far. Today's teaching is going to be just praising and giving thanksgiving to the Lord for a very quick and immediate answer to prayer I had this Sunday after church. And I have a Toyota Tundra pickup truck, and it comes with this key fob and the keys inside the fob. You know how it is these days. And roughly, here's the story. 4 to 6 months ago, I don't know how, but I lost my spare key fob. And I don't know how you organize your keys, but typically we've got a key rack, and we'll put keys to the vehicles on the key rack near our kitchen. And then I'll typically have a second key on the key rack or maybe in my master bedroom. And it's always good to have a second key because sometimes, because they are, wireless, cordless, whatever you want to call them, sometimes they'll end up in a pair of shorts or a pair of jeans, whatever, you forget about it, and you lose the second key fob, but you always have a backup on the key rack. And typically, if I lose a key fob, it always turns up within a day or two doing laundry or finding it somewhere else in the house, whatever. You know how it goes. But for 4 to 6 months, I lost my second key fob, and it was not popping up the good old way where it just pops up by random and you find your key fob a few days after you lose it. This thing was gone to the point where I was like, I'm going to have to fork over $300 at the Toyota dealership, make an appointment with service, make an appointment with parts, get the key cut, then get the transmitter fob reprogrammed to the vehicle. As you know, that's time consuming and a waste of money. But let me read some Bible verses here. Matthew 8:13 reads, "Then Jesus said to the centurion, 'Go your way, and as you have believed, so it be done for you.' And his servant was healed that same hour." So I'm going to read some just verses on prayer and faith. Matthew 19:25-26. "When his disciples heard it, they were greatly astonished, saying, 'Who then can be saved?' But Jesus looked at them and said to them, 'With men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible.'" Matthew 21:21-22. "So Jesus answered and said to them, 'Assuredly I say to you, if you have faith and do not doubt, you will not only do what was done to the fig tree, but also if you say to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, it will be done. And whatever things you ask in prayer believing, you will receive.'" In Mark 9:23 it reads, Jesus said to him, "If you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes." Mark 10:27, "But Jesus looked at them and said, 'With men it is impossible, but not with God, for with God all things are possible.'" Mark 11:22-24 reads, "So Jesus answered and said to them, 'Have faith in God. For assuredly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that those things which he says will be done, he will have whatever he says. Therefore I say to you, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe you receive them, and you will have them.'" And lastly, John 16:23-24. "And in that day you will ask me nothing. Most assuredly I say to you, whatever you ask the Father in my name, he will give to you. Until now you have asked nothing in my name. Ask and you will receive, that your joy may be full." So backtracking, it's Sunday after church, about 12:30, 1 in the afternoon, somewhere in there. I take my Sundays very seriously, go to church, and then it's rest and relax, enjoy the day off, and focus on the Lord with a heart of thankfulness. I might listen to some sermons, read the Word, listen to some worship music, things like that. But I had some laundry to do that I was a little bit behind on. So I did some laundry, and again, I'm walking through the house, through the kitchen with a laundry basket to the laundry room, and I'm like, "Lord," and I lacked a little bit of faith here. This is a little bit embarrassing, but I'm like, "Lord, I can't stand not having this key anymore. can you please help me locate the key either today or Monday, by Monday? I didn't have the faith to say Sunday or right now, but I said, Lord, you know where the key is. I don't know where the key is. It's been lost for 4 to 6 months. I can't stand it. I need the second key. It's really becoming a hindrance to finding the keys to the truck. Lord, please help me find the key by Sunday or Monday. So I did my laundry, and now it's roughly 4:30, and so I've got a couple loads of laundry done, and then I start to put them away, of course. And I also had like this, in the wintertime, I have a spare suitcase, just like a really small suitcase. In case I get stuck in snow somewhere, I always have a spare kit of warm clothes to change into if necessary. So in any event, that suitcase was getting like a little bit dry rotted. I threw it out, and I took my emergency clothes. I washed all those. So now all of a sudden, I was forced to start putting some winter clothes away. In May in Phoenix right now, it's 88 to 95 degrees every day right now, so I'm not wearing long-sleeved shirts or jeans. But anyway, so it sort of brought me to a little bit older section in my closet. So I'm hanging up long-sleeve shirts. I have quite a lot of them. I lived in Montana for 8-9 years, so I've got a lot of flannels and long-sleeve jackets and whatnot. In any event, as I started to put some of these older, like winter garments away, I felt the Holy Spirit leading me to say, like, you're going to find the key, and it's going to be in the front pocket of a shirt. And it was like, I didn't hear an audible voice or anything like that. It was like a quickening in my spirit. And so the Holy Spirit just started to lead me to start just checking front pockets in all of my shirts in my closet. So I'm like, oh boy, the answer to prayer is coming. And I checked through 1, 2 shirts, nothing. I checked through 2, 3, 4 more shirts, and nothing. All the pockets, side pockets, front pockets, any pocket I could find, nothing. And then when I got to this shirt, I checked on this side, nothing in this pocket, and lo and behold, on the other side, the key was right in there. So I would say roughly 90 seconds from when I felt that initiation of the Holy Spirit impressing on me that I was going to find the key, voila, I found the key, and I was so overwhelmed with joy that the Lord helped me locate the key so quickly. It was just another little miracle. And that is how much the Lord loves us. He answers our prayers, sometimes even when we lacked faith. I did pray that with a little bit of a doubt and unbelief, giving the Lord an extra day to locate it. I said by Monday, Lord, please forgive me for that. So the Lord extends grace on us even when we do maybe have some doubt. So how does the Lord answer your prayers? He has been answering so many prayers of mine, I have to write them down and actually keep logs. Sometimes I'll even type or say an audio log file of prayers answered because I never want to forget his faithfulness. There's another great story. I believe his name is George Mueller, and in the 18 or 1900s, he had a huge orphanage somewhere in Europe, and he logged down over 50,000 prayers that the Lord answered for him. So that's a great story if you ever want to do some research and see how faithful the Lord is in answering our prayers. George Mueller, he started his orphanage with no money, and the Lord just constantly provide. I think he had 2,400 orphans. He started off there. It might even have doubled from there, but that's just a great story of the Lord's faithfulness, how he meets our needs, he provides, and how he answers the prayer. The righteous prayer of a righteous person avails much. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed it. Be blessed, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.